Alright, so awkward intro in the middle of a video, probably. I just had to do some busy stuff for a busy week, but I'm ready to play the game now. So now I'm getting back into it. I don't want to jinx myself, but I think today could be the day that I beat the game, and man, the anticipation's killing me. Also, that white light that I noticed. Apparently, I need to be looking for that when I'm in the boat to see where I'm supposed to go, because I was just kind of blindly roaming around and getting myself lost. Oh man, this game. Okay, anticipation isn't killing me. I'm just so excited to see where we're going with this. Earlier this week, I was listening to a podcast, and the guy was taking like super chat answers, and somebody asked him, "What is a game that you wish you could play again for the first time?" And in an instant, he just answered Silent Hill 2. and then I turned it off before he could have gotten any spoilers out. But it's just shit like that has got me like really on edge for this ending. Because, I mean, I have not received any spoilers still. Like, nothing huge. I mean, I guess there's that one safe that I got a spoiler puzzle for, but that's doesn't really count, I guess. Let's see if I can turn around until I find that light. I'm, like, positive. Oh, just about everyone watching this video has seen Silent Hill 2 before. You people all know what's coming, I'm guessing. And I don't. And that's like, kind of terrifying, because people talk about this game like it's fucking Fight Club or The Sixth Sense. Like, there's some insane revelation that is yet to happen that's gonna like blow my mind when it occurs, and I don't know what it's gonna be. I really hope it's not like I'm actually just it's all in my head, or like I'm a patient at the hospital or something. There's the light. Okay, that's very noticeable, and I did not see it before. But yeah, shit, I don't know what to say. I think Angela and Eddie, rest in peace Eddie, and myself are the only real people in this town. I do not trust Maria, and I don't trust Laura, the little girl, either. Shout out to Kaylee for letting me take her sippy tea mug. Looks like we made it to the other shore. We are also still winging it on health, if I'm not mistaken. We have like 0 heals and are currently at half health or something like that. It's not good. It's been a lot better. This place hasn't changed at all in 3 years. So, one of my initial theories on this game was that Silent Hill is a place we've actually never been to, and that these are all theories and memories that have been injected into our head. But apparently we do have vivid memories of this location, at the very least. And it was 3 years ago that we came here with our wife. What did she... There was a moment, it was in a weird cutscene. Gosh, some of them start to melt together because I've had to watch them over and over again in the editing, where Maria said, like, wasn't there like a videotape that we left behind in the hotel? And so I really want to know what that's about. Let me just check map. Yeah, we're at the hotel, and apparently there's an amusement park right up the road. There's a fountain in the shape of a bird. No water is coming out of it right now. Is this a different fountain? I think it is. Yeah, there's 2 of them, but this one's broken, I realize now. Oh, and there's a thing on it that I totally missed before. What's that thing, James? I got a Little Mermaid music box. What? Like Disney copyrighted Little Mermaid? Music box with a figurehead from the fairy tale The Little Mermaid. So yeah, the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale. That's interesting. I wanna be where the people are. Oh, look, it's fucking Aquafina from The New Little Mermaid. Okay, this is a happy place. There's no Aquafina here. I guess we'll just try the front doors. I want to be really, really vigilant here, because, oh wow. Because I have a habit of walking past things that are important when I'm on a screen I don't think is important. Let me get a look in this place. Oh wow. Kaylee and I went to go stay at an old historic hotel, and it was actually a lot like this. Lakeview Hotel. Room 312, waiting for you. Oh shit. What's this? That's the room Mary and I stayed in. Mary, are you there? Or maybe I got a hotel map for guests. Dude, this is a fucking ghost story, man. This is like a campfire ghost story that you would tell to scared kids or me. And like it's, oh my god, it's gonna pay off so perfectly. Like the what the fuck is in room 312, man? That's gonna be a hell of a cutscene. Cafe Toluca. Okay, let's get to know this place. Are we gonna have monsters in here? Push the buttons, but nothing happens. Information? Ashtray, I think? Wow. This place is pretty. Reminds me of the Overlook Hotel. Mr. James Sunderland, the videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the first floor. Alright, see, I mentioned the videotape. What a fucking ominous place. There's a bell here. Even if I ring it, I don't think anyone will come. Don't be so sure about that. Being kept in the office on the first floor. Okay. Is something labeled as office? There's a restaurant here, too. This is such a fucking good sound design. Is this the office right here? Like, is that it? There are no, this one has a key. I got the key to room 312. Dude. Oh, man. It's... the game is just, it's taking out all the stops. It's just telling me, go to room 312. But it just gave me this giant new place, and I want to take my time and explore it. I want to know what this videotape is. Because, I mean, like, it's... The obvious assumption is that it's a sex tape. But... I don't know. This game seems a little too highbrow for that. What are you? There's a rectangular indentation. There's a plate in front of the indentation and something is engraved on it. Even so, I still want to believe that she was happy. Play the music box? Yes, I will play the music box. This doesn't sound quite right. Is the music box broken? Or maybe. Okay, so it's a music box and I can hit him with the I wanna be where the people are. No, that's some fucking Herobrine music. Is it broken or maybe? So there's two more of those I need to find. Oh, a red envelope. I'll bum the save real quick. Okay, maybe it's because I've been away from this game for like like 3 or 4 days now, and it's been a little while since I played. But this is so far looking like my favorite level, actually. I really like... I can't leave the hotel just yet. I really just like how ominously well kept everything is. Painting is hanging here. There's nothing usual about it. I am gonna take my time peeling through this. Gift shop is locked. How about the restaurant? There was a... supposed to be a restaurant over this way. Yeah, restaurant's open. Lakeshore, it is called. She fucker! So oh, you. Oh, you!
Dare you?
God damn it,
Yeah,
Laura.
You did.
I've had enough of your ass.
You're here to find Mary, aren't you, James? Well, have you?
No. Is that why you're here too?
What do you mean, no?
She's here, isn't she? If you know where she is, tell me. I'm tired of walking.
I wish I knew.
But you do.
She said it in her letter.
What letter?
Wanna read it?
She mentioned this.
Don't tell Rachel, okay?
I don't remember or know who Rachel is. Yeah, who's Rachel?
She was our nurse. I took it from her locker.
So she was looking for Mary too. I mentioned that earlier. Laura was, for some reason, looking for Mary also. What? I'm gonna click on this to get the text translation. My dearest Laura, I'm leaving this letter with Rachel to give it to you after I'm gone. I'm far away now, in a quiet, beautiful place. Please forgive me for not saying goodbye before I left. Be well, Laura. Don't be too hard on the sisters. And Laura, about James, I know you hate him because you think he isn't nice to me. But please give him a chance. What? What the fuck? It's true he may be a little surly sometimes and he doesn't laugh much, but underneath he's really a sweet person. Laura, I love you like my very own daughter. If things had worked out differently, I was hoping to adopt you. Happy 8th birthday, Laura. Your friend forever, Mary. And now she's just drawing dicks in the window.
How old are you?
I turned 8 last week.
So, Mary couldn't have died 3 years ago. Could she really be here? Is this the quiet, beautiful place she was talking about?
It's a kitty cat.
Me and Mary talked a lot about Silent Hill. She even showed me all her pictures. She really wanted to come back. That's why I'm here. Maybe you'll get it if you see the other letter. The one, Mary.
What other letter?
I must have dropped it.
Laura!
I gotta find it.
Don't you run off on me again.
Laura!
Actually, I don't care. Do whatever. Alright, well, here's the thing. This game gaslights me so hard that I don't even know what I can believe. A drawing done by Laura. A cat. Yeah, it is a cat. I mean, I want to just be in the state of mind where, like, wow, we've done it. Maria is alive. She was in a hospital or, like, a convent or something. I mean, she said be nice to the other sisters. I'm assuming that means, like, nuns who run something. Is that a key? I got the fish key. I would use a fish as a keychain. But, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. There's a piano here. I remember how much Mary liked to play the piano. She wasn't very good, but I still love to hear her play. That was so long ago before we were even married. Why am I thinking of that now? I was thinking that maybe the piano would have another music box on it. Maybe not. Oh, well. Oh, I don't know. Let's go back to the regular hotel. What the fuck? Oh, he's back! It's the guy! Fucking abstract daddy, so cool! Yeah, well, that's a fucking fat L. How many of you are there? Oh, shit. Okay, hang on. So that happened when I went to speak with Laura in the restaurant. I should go have a look at... I mean, I'm gonna have to go back and talk with her eventually. But I should have a look at the rest of the hotel, just so I know where things are. Because navigating fucking abstract daddy with, like, the most annoying grab attack in this game is gonna be a real bitch if I don't even know the layout of this place. Jeez, that's the first time they've brought back a fucking enemy. Or a boss. Something's in here. I fucking hate the mannequins, dude. I figured it out. The mannequins, their whole gimmick is that they don't make radio noises until you're already up close to them. Because that's their whole gimmick, is they're supposed to mimic a mannequin. They're supposed to be mistaken for an object before a monster. Toilet paper, I don't need it right now. Handgun bullets, handgun bullets, handgun bullets. Fuck, man. Rifle shells. How am I sitting bullet-wise? Oh, we've got a fuck ton of pistol ammo. Alright, that's gotta be the move. Rifle rounds is steady. I'll probably save those for a boss fight. Oh, wait a second. Do I just have... Can I just go right to the 3rd floor? I can, can't I? Oh, fuck this. We're going back down. I don't want to burn through this level. Because, like... Something's going to happen when I hit room 312. What? Wait, was this giant descending staircase always here? What, am I in the basement? I guess so. Bar Venus Tears. Says it's open. I'm gonna start saving my game more. I was not the biggest fan of the labyrinth, I'll be totally honest. And part of that was just me not being so intuitive. Oh, that's a trap. But... Ooh, a piece of candy. I got a can of thinner. I thought there was a battery. Alright. What's in here? Oh, it's locked. But I wonder if the fish key will open it. Perhaps it's the head that I found in the lake. So, the restaurant is right here, isn't it? Yeah. So let's do this encounter again.
Did I scare you?
Yeah, you did.
I still don't think Laura's real. Like, I kind of trust her. Like, she appears a little more benevolent now. But I still don't trust the validity that as a real child that I'm interacting with. She's just as fake as Maria. Furthermore, I don't think we've ever seen Laura react to Maria. Because I feel like if Maria... She would definitely have a reaction if she had seen her. Because, like, she's intentionally reminiscent of Mary. We'll make a fat run for it. Maybe bullets will stun him. No! Don't kill me. Okay, that's not worth taking a hit there, considering I have no heals. I'll scum that save. We know that it's possible to kill this dude, because I've done it before. Alright, I guess that'll do. He won't come downstairs for some reason. Fuck you! Okay, so... monsters are back on the menu. What did I say about mannequins not giving you any warning radius? That's their whole gimmick. Still locked, so I guess the fish key's no good for that. Will this elevator work? I didn't even bother trying it. Guess not. If we're now retroactively spawning monsters in places, I should be checking the doors too, in case they magically start to open. I'm gonna save scum the shit out of this level though. If you're spawning the fucking mattress demon in the hallway... There are no rules. I don't even want to know what that was. Oh good, they're only on the first floor, I guess. There was a locked door down there I didn't get to check. Alright, well, if they're not going to follow me upstairs, then we're switching back to the shotgun, because this is the ideal corner cover clearing gun. Okay, actually, no, hold up. There was a memo. Where was it? Receptionist memo? Yeah. Videotape you forgot here is being kept in the office on the first floor. Well, shit. I mean... maybe I have access to the office now that... fucking... I have the fish key. Can't be. Every single one of these doors is, listed as like, barricaded, broken. Even the one by reception. So I'm not sure where it would be, but it's locked. No. No. Are you fucking for real? I'm just gonna let him kill me. I'm kind of speechless at this point. You must have to, like, Stealth must be the intended progression here. What does the paint thinner say? Small can filled with thinner. Okay, so I mean, like, I could hypothetically use that on a painting. Okay. Staff only. Well, hey, there's a med kit. Some shit on the walls. Briefcase. Suitcase is locked. This is the kind of suitcase that takes 2 keys? Fish key. Oh, that was it. I got the key to hotel room 204. Well, now what is the significance of room 204? Maybe it's not as straight of a shot to room 312 as I thought it would be. I can't hear anything from the receiver. Could the phone line possibly be cut? Yeah, why haven't you thought to call anyone this whole game? What is this room? Reading room. This is a very nice hotel. Shotgun shells. There's a book here. It doesn't look like it'll be of any particular use. I guess they're all of no particular use. Okay. What's this? Which one do I pull out of the shelf to open the secret passage? Gatorade. Book open on the top of the desk. Looks like a medical book. I've already read enough medical books. None of them ever did any good. Oh. Because I'm assuming when his wife was dying. It's an interesting detail they put in. Man, why didn't you just give your wife a fucking health drink, James? What's wrong with you? Okay, so I'm guessing once I go into the halls, it's just like fucking all bets are off crazy shit. So, let's save the game again. Oh, there's no abstract daddies on this side. Hall. There's a great big, like, auditorium or something in there. Well, there's free shit in here, and I don't hear any monsters. Rifle shells. Maybe the game is intending for me to circumvent all those monsters and not actually have to fight through them. Anteroom. What is an anteroom? I have a feeling there's a mannequin down this hall. Oh, no, I was going to shoot blindly, but there wasn't. Locked. Broken. Broken. Private. Anteroom? I guess that's attached to the hall. Okay, so apart from these stairs here, is this gonna put me back in Daddy Zone? No? Oh, it's where the music box is. Alright, let's see what we can see. This camera angle is not okay. Okay. Button mash and he lets go eventually. Let's just see what we see. Oh, good. Awesome. My favorite. Okay, let's just try running. Okay, so that door doesn't work. There's a 208 right there. Let's try 08. Also doesn't work. And that's death. Okay, let's try something. We're gonna heal up. Then we're gonna try to juke them. Juke them both. Yes! Don't walk with me. Oh! Okay, we got into a room. Okay. I'm not crazy about using that med kit, but we made a little progress there. More keys. The employee elevator key. Well, that'll get us to the 3rd floor. Nothing in the memo book. This is a fucked up room. The whole wall missing. suitcase and a... Oh, I don't like this. NPEA. It's a common... It's a word. What's all this shit on the bed? Photos are scattered all over the bed. What's this? Aha. Photo of the briefcase that's been colored over with a marker. That's where the thinner will come in handy. Time. Well, I assumed it was going to be a 4-letter word, so I probably could have gotten that. Is that the only one I can look at? Must be, must be. Okay. Alright, let's open it up. Looks like a well-traveled suitcase. Another music box. Cinderella music box. So we're just going for fairy tales, huh? Alright, let's save again, because there's a high likelihood I get fucking molested in the hallway again. Yeah, that ain't gonna fly. Keep him stunned. Ah, I had a good thing going. Then I had to shoot. The employee elevator must just be the next place we go. So now we know that neither of those doors are good. Oh, you fucker! What the f- Why? Why? This is the game trying to punish me for safe scumming. Get past him. Come on. These guys are pretty easy to manipulate. I have that at least. Okay. I'll take that. Employee elevator. It's gonna be the one in the basement, isn't it? Can't use it here. Is this not the employee elevator? We haven't tried going to the 3rd floor yet, have we? Just out of principle, like I don't want to jump the shark here. I fucked up by holding the mouse and he still somehow didn't see me. Okay, where's the stairs? Here we go. Aha. It was never going to be that easy. Oh shit, and it's the room right across. That's so eerie. Okay, and there's clearly an elevator right there. Was that like just the game trolling me? Is it non-scripted? It won't happen again, but you people heard that. So the elevator is obstructed here. What's up with it on the 1st floor? It's fucked on all 3 floors, apparently. Besides the basement. Did I miss the hitbox in the basement, maybe? Wrong door! Shh. Oh. It was this thing right here, apparently. I can't say I ever actually looked at that door. Alright. This is probably going to take us all the way. Box is empty. Hey! Gatorade. Okay. Is it a fire? Nothing's happening. There's a notice about the buttons. Weight allowance of 1 person. Is there more than 1 person in here? What? What's going on? The shelf is empty. Looks like I could store my stuff here. Oh, am I carrying too much shit? So it wants me to put stuff down. Here, have a steel pipe. And a fucking great knife. Is that still too heavy? Oh, you fucker. I know what's going on here. You're trying to disarm me. You're trying to take all my shit away. Fine, have the shotgun too. And the wooden plank. I'll keep Angela's knife. You fucker. You fucker. What a pain in the dick. Take the hunting rifle and the shotgun, why don't you? But I'll be damned if you make me give up the pistol. That pistol's probably like 6 pounds, if even. Probably like a 3-pounder. It's all about the guns. It just wants me to drop everything I have that could be used as a weapon. Where's the pistol? Maybe I stowed it and didn't even realize. Do I just have to put everything in here? Is that what we're getting at? No, I'm keeping my flashlight, damn it. And the radio. And my picture of Mary. And the letter. But... and the key. This is fucking absurd. That's it. It's all gone. It's all going. Get rid of it all. Just strip me of my whole identity. Well, I need the key. I don't believe it. I can't even take the key. Is that really what we're getting to? It wants me to go in completely fucking empty. Alright, let's save the game so I don't have to do that again at least. And now floor 3 won't even work. So cool. Floor 1 is doing something. Hey, isn't this where all the fucking monsters are? Wait, where am I? They did it again. Those sons of bitches did it again. Hotel map for employees. Alright, so now I'm in just fucking alternate hotel, is that right? Let's save the game and see where it says I am. Here, rewrite the hospital alternate. No, it still says hotel first floor. Well, hold up, I did see the office. Should be behind me. On my left. Or down this hall? It's kind of hard to judge where I am. This is the office, isn't it? That looks like a videotape. It's called Silent Hill? Is it the movie? There's a can opener beneath the videotape. Guess I'll take that too. Alright, now where am I gonna find a TV? Well, hey, I'm just fucking glad to be away from the abstract daddies. Too dark to read the map. That is exactly how I know to stay away from there for now. Schedule book here. The date is from 1 year ago. It's the lounge. Rifle shells. Fat load of help that does. Well, the game giving me bullets is kind of like a promise that I'm going to get my guns back. So, I do appreciate that for emotional security. Okay, so there's at least a couple bathrooms I can come see, and then we'll go down the dark stairwell. Yeah, looks like it's dark stairwell time. Alright, let's have it. After I save my game again. Well, at least it doesn't seem like it's actually getting darker. Still too dark. Alright, well, there's one door. Okay, good. That sounded like it was something growling, but it appears to just be machinery. Beat his ass! No fists? You don't have fists, James? Storeroom, boiler room, pump room. The bar is attached to here. Maybe it can't see me in the dark. Oh good, there's more of them. The boiler, I presume. Got the bar key. Okay. And a med kit. Okay, real talk, is this can opener a weapon? I guess not. Is this the bar? Kitchen, and then the kitchen is attached to the bar. Health drink. Okay, I didn't even take a hit from those mannequins. A can with no label on it. Well, if ever there were a job for a can opener. Light bulbs? Light bulbs in the can. That's like quite a snack there. That made me like really uncomfortable. I don't know why. Fucking putting light bulbs in a can. What did they mean by that? Alright, let's see what's in the bar. I'm hoping for the third music box. Oh, this place is snazzy. Where's my groovy Silent Hill Heaven's Night music? Fishing rods, yo. Man, okay, can I just say that, like, the counter, Mary and I shared some nice drinks together at this bar. Sometimes it seems like so long ago, and sometimes it seems as if it were just yesterday. Can I just say that this is a place that I would definitely go for, like, my private little Midwest vacation spot? There's a lamp on the counter, but no bulb in it. Okay, let's put a bulb in it. Like, I could totally get why this would be, like, your special spot. There's a jukebox here. It doesn't play, so it must be broken. Are these fly fishing lures? That's what it looks like they were. What did that lamp do? Point at this door? I used the bar key. What the scallop? I must have missed something in there. Okay, here's a question. Will this elevator work now? No, it won't. Some hellish noises they make. Hi! Retrieve everything. Oh, jolly. Jolly good show. Alright, is this bitch elevator still gonna... Yes, it will. Maybe... Can I inspect the tape? Silent Hill's written on the label in my handwriting. Uber freaky. I just remember that there's monsters out here. So we'll be doing something about that. I don't need anything from the shelf, so I can't even store my things anymore. Which means we must be done with this elevator. Maybe the music box down here? We didn't put the Cinderella one down yet, but I'm assuming it's not going to be of much use until we have all three. You can't use it here. What, you from fucking Stupid Town, buddy? Wait, what does it say? 'Twas shameful greed did stain her shoe with blood. Okay, so I get it. There's one for each thing, and it has an actual inscription. Not the videotape. Let's try playing it. Sounds closer to something. And then what's this last one say? There's a plate in front of the indentation and something is engraved on it. Beauty, both a blessing and a curse thou be. So I'm guessing it's Beauty and the Beast. I have to try it. Does the videotape go in the third slot? No, it doesn't. That wouldn't have surprised me if they were gonna pull up a flow switch like that. There was a giant kitchen, cafeteria, and dish room and pantry that I did not see. So we gotta go back down through the bar in the basement. Well, at least I have a gun now. Could be worse. Okay, there were monsters in this area, I think. Empty bottles of wine here. And a media mandates to pickles. Did they always wear shoes? Guess so. These guys have definitely gotten stronger, which I'd be complaining about if I wasn't fucking swimming in ammunition. So, to the south. A couple doors I haven't tried over here. Yeah. Okay, so that one can't be opened. That is broken lock. Broken lock. Here's something. And there's the music box. Apples and pumpkins here. Snow White music box. Oh, I thought it was gonna be Beauty and the Beast. I'll tell you what I know about my fucking fairy tales. There are tea bags and cookies here. They are all past their expiration dates. Hey, I mean, I'll drink expired tea any day. I wonder if that could actually be like a clue for context and like world building, that it's past its expiration date. Like, this shit has not been maintained for a while. What can I infer from that? Fire exit. So that was easier than I expected. Alright, good deal. I'm hurting the challenge of this game by saving so many fucking times. I gotta stop doing that. No. Okay. Snow White. Play it. It's a whole bunch of fairy tales. And that one's got a key. Hotel stairway key. This is fucking it, dude. Like, there's nothing left in my way. That's access to the room. Oh, wrong way. Alright. Place your bets now. What do I think is going to happen here? I'll bet the room is empty, and there's going to be a TV. And I'm just going to put the VHS tape in the TV, and something fucked is going to happen. Oh my gosh. We just did an idle animation and the stairs moved. Okay, here's the question. It's right in front of me. Do I just go right into it? It's right fucking here. I gotta look around the rest of the floor first, okay? I'm fucking sweating. My hands are sweating. Is everything just gonna be locked? Maybe. Locked. Okay, if I'm just gonna spit shit out of what I think is in this room, it's not gonna be Mary. Something is gonna be fucked. We're gonna be like inside of a nightmare, and it's gonna be like spelled out. Let's just get it over with. I used the room to key 312. No cutscene. It's nice and bright. No Mary either. It's got the little do not disturb thing on the handle. Bathroom's not open. Looks like I was right so far. Door's empty. I mean, the whole place is empty, but There is indeed... There is indeed a fucking TV in here. Okay. There's a television here. Even when it's plugged in, all I get is snow. There's the VCR. Videotape I forgot at the hotel 3 years ago.
Are you taping again? Come on.
We saw flashes of this when we first saw Maria.
I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Please promise you'll take me again, James.
Oh no. We are being punished. We fucking killed her. Was she like that terminal, or are we actually fucked up? Shit. I can understand why Laura would not like us then. I don't understand though how Laura
Mary.
knows Mary. Did that actually happen? See, the game gaslights me too much. I don't know what's real.
So there you are, James. Did you get the letter? Did you find Mary?
I did not find the letter.
Let's get going already, okay?
Was there a letter I could have missed somewhere? I'm so worried that there's stuff I've missed in this game.
Mary's gone. She's dead.
Liar, that's a lie!
No, that's not true.
She died because she was sick?
In a sense.
No, I killed her.
Are we being recorded right now? What is this camera angle?
Killer!
Is this a hidden camera?
Why'd you do it? I hate you!
Yes, kid, let it out.
Give her back to me. I knew it. You didn't care about her.
Tell me how you met Mary.
I hate you, James. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. She was always waiting for you. Why? Why?
I'm sorry.
We don't seem like a bad person. Was it like a mercy killing, or
Mary, you know, isn't here.
I don't get it.
sorry.
No, that's not real. That can't be, because when James killed Eddie, he freaked out over killing a real human being for the first time. He would not have had such an emotional reaction to someone trying to kill him.
Where are you? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Please come to me. Do you hate me? Is that why you won't come?
The radio?
Voice.
James, please hurry. Are you lost? I'm near. I'm waiting nearby, James. Please. I want to see you, James. Can't you hear me?
Dude, I don't know what to trust. I feel like this is just a demon, like, luring us to hell.
James. James. James.
Soaking wet. Oh, this music's back. That wasn't there before. I don't buy it. I'll be totally honest. Maybe I'm just gonna be looking like an ass clown. I don't think we killed her. And I cite the Eddie boss fight as my proof. Is the flashlight off now? Maybe the battery died. Yeah, dog. This is, maybe we're just in hell. Have we ever seriously considered that? The monsters are gone. What? You fucker. So it's gonna be like that. We're doing the Scooby-Doo door thing. Wait, is that like... Oh my god. Like Zoinks, man. I keep on going through different doors in a hallway and coming out of other ones. Oh wait, this took me to another wing that I haven't been to yet, I don't think. It's fucking teleporting. Wait, what? No, take me back. Which door took me to the moldy place? Why are some of these purple and some of them red? I should have said that before when I noticed it. And they don't stop coming. Is the hall gonna be open now? The elevator works. I didn't hit a button. It just put me in. Alright, apparently my mic cut out. You missed nothing but me screaming when I fucking wound up in the flooded water zone. Thanks, Zach. Good clutch. Oh my god. I'm in a fucking swamp or something. Water has had a motif in this game. We heard about, like, all the people who are dead in the lake. Is that it? Is the... Oh, health drink. A bunch of health drinks. Why are you giving me so many health drinks, game? Oh boy, something bad's coming. What the fuck could be coming? I must be moving in the right direction. If it's thrown... Just ignore my bullets then. These dudes don't fucking die anymore. I guess I can't stomp them when they're underwater. Stairs are over here. Or is it gonna be near the... Announce your presence, James. Don't scare her.
Mama!
What?
Mama, I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left.
Guys, what the fuck is that?
Maybe then I can rest. Mama, why are you running away? You're not my mama.
No shit.
It's you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angela, no.
What is that thing on the wall? Who is that?
Thank you for saving me,
Oh, she's coming around to her senses.
but I wish you hadn't.
Mm.
Even Mama said it. I deserved what happened.
Oh,
No, Angela.
fuck.
That's wrong.
No, don't pity me. I'm not worth it.
Girl, pick your head up.
Or maybe you think you can save me. Will you love me?
Angela, no.
Take care of me?
No,
Heal all my pain?
we're putting this thing back in the shot, and I don't like that. Why am I shorter? Oh, it's because I'm down on the stairs.
That's what I thought.
Is that a baby crying?
James, give me back that knife.
No.
No. I won't.
Saving it for yourself?
Me? No. I'd never kill myself.
Oh. Off she pops.
It's hot as hell in here.
You could say that
You
again.
see it too. For me, it's always like this.
Does she mean that literally? Can I follow her? No, I can't. I just had a strange urge to shoot her, but I don't think that would accomplish anything. Maybe it would. No, let's save the game first. Never mind, I can't save it here. Alright, I'm not gonna shoot her, okay? I killed Maria enough this playthrough. I will not shoot Angela. Oh. That was a endearing moment that's over now. Hope you're happy, Angela. Why is there an X on the lobby? So if we actually did kill Mary, did we know that and then forget because we were like a hard alcoholic? Is that why we started drinking, maybe? Like, I'm not a... Oh, that's a fucked up Hellraiser looking door. Like, I'm not about to be pro-euthanasia here and defend James Sunderland's actions, but what we did was different from murder. Now, if there were ever anything to tell me some crazy shit is coming, it would be 9 separate opportunities to save my game. Shit. Hotel alternate. Yeah, we've reached the alternate again. Alright. I'm gonna get the hunting rifle out. What's it gonna be? Fuck you so excited for, James?
Stop! Leave her alone!
Oh, it's Maria.
Leave us both the hell alone!
I mean, it's Maria. Chill. So yes, there are pyramid men, it would seem. Oh no, she's died for the 3rd time now. She just exists to be killed, to torture us, isn't that it? Just to make us feel over and over that we couldn't save our wife.
I was weak. That's why I needed you.
What, are you talking to Liquor?
Needed someone to punish me for my sins. But that's all over now. I know the truth. Now it's time to end this.
The fucking pinhead gank fight. Alright. So final fight of the game is just 2 pyramid heads. If we're doing this shit, it's with the one and only. You are my everything, Gatorade and handgun. Can I open these doors? I can't run away now. Okay, so he's not resigning. He's not giving in. This is James saying, fuck you, Pyramid Head. It's on site. I'm not doing this very well. I think damage per shot, hunting rifle's probably the move. Get a lead on him like this, and then... yeah, like that. Just gonna keep on doing that. It's on my heels. I like the idea of the rifle, but it's just too slow. Yeah, that one was doomed from the start. I'm not doing this well. I'm guessing they don't have a cumulative health bar, which really sucks because that means they would die one at a time, and I haven't seen a single one of them drop yet. I can't find anything truly sustainable. Like 2 bullets will do nothing to me. You know what? Just to meme on him, because I think this run is dead. Whoa, hold up. This actually works. Go back to doing that wide sweep. I don't want the overhead, but this is fucking working. Guns are for fucking chuds, holy shit. I can stun lock him if I just get a cycle of left to right going. I'm not giving up on this shit yet. Maybe I spawn close enough that I can just open up on them with one right out the gate. Okay, I did not get the one on my side. Maybe it's about my movement, like how I WASD. There's gotta be a way to induce the sweep. It's on my heels. All the eggs in this basket, baby. Come on, the cancel. It's just gonna happen every time. Strike him down. Yes! Oh my god, I must have been one tap right there. What? They fucking seppuku'd? Oh, that's actually kind of fucking gross. They did it through their heads. Fucking butcher knife for the win. Pyramid head won't move anymore. Looks like he's holding something. Rust-colored egg. Are they each holding something? Scarlet egg. What's with the fucking eggs? Round indentation in the door. Okay, so an egg opens each of these doors. And I only have 2 eggs. Oh, but there's 2 doors. Okay. So, I mean, if I'm approaching the ending of the game, is one of these the good ending door and one of them the bad ending door? What's with the fucking eggs, dude? Okay, that one opened. Well, I'm back here with no heels once again. Fucking face on the door. I'm sorry, what's up with that? What was up with the brown door? They both just take me to the same place?
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster.
Definitely had cancer.
What are you looking at? Get the hell out of here! Leave me alone already! I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive.
Social commentary.
Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James, wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
Bro. I don't think James killed her. Where are we now? We still going to the fucking amusement park after all that? It's that same swampy mud water from the apartment complex. What is this fucking implausible space? It's like a giant fire escape. Oh shit. Is that actually her? Here, put the gun away. We don't want to scare her.
Mary?
When will you ever stop making that mistake? Mary's dead. You killed her.
Maria? It's you. But I don't need you anymore.
Yep.
What? You must be joking.
I never needed you.
But I can be yours. I'll be here for you forever. And I'll never yell at you or make you feel bad. That's what you wanted. I'm different than Mary. How can you throw me away?
I understand now. It's time to end this nightmare.
No, I won't let you. You deserve to die too, James.
Not fair. I have no heals left. Jesus Christ. I should have saved the game. Yo, I fucked this up. Is this fight even possible with the low amount of health I have?
James.
Alright, well, looks like I'm totally vindicated in Maria being fucking evil. Knew
Not
it.
any damn flowers.
Shot that bitch for a reason first time I met her.
What are you saying?
Okay, we'll save a game here. Never mind. What if I just do this? Okay. Shoot the bats, maybe? She's hanging upside down. What did Team Silent mean by this? Nope, I got too close. Okay. If I have a save for it, I'm actually gonna try to reload this fight. Maybe this one? Since it's 2 minutes before. Okay, good. I do have the save. Let's just try to replicate that without dying as much. I like how whenever this game is gonna be problems with the boss fight, it turns out that the fucking slow-ass pyramid head weapon is the way to do it. Except for that time I was in the fucking hallway. I hated that. Look at that. Beautiful. I didn't even have to bomb a single heal that fight. That actually is just really funny how it ends so suddenly. Alright. I'm game. I'm back. I'm a dog. I don't get what the significance is of these eggs, though, I will say. Bronze and scarlet, two particular colors. That's already. Most of this can be avoided just by walking backwards. I was afraid I might fall into the hole in the floor. She better go phase 2 on me. Too fast for you. I don't think this actually does damage to me, it's just stunning me. And why bats? This game is so meticulous with their enemy design that I don't see why it would just be bats. She's eaten well over 100 bullets now. What does it take to end you? Oh no. This might actually do me in. Please. Please, I'll drink all my Gatorade. Alright. That's last 5 shots. Ramirez, last clip, make it count. Okay, rifle then. Ooh, kind of stuns her. Oh, this might be the move. I'm trying to get a good look at her design. The bosses in this game, like I said, they all have such intentional designs that represent such freaky shit. Alright, rifle's so slow that I actually have to stand back if I'm gonna do it. Ramirez, last Gatorade. Make it count. There we go. Fuck, that was a long one. Honey. Is it time? Yeah. Okay, you didn't have to double tap her, James.
Mary?
James.
This is a different room. I think.
Forgive me.
I told you that I wanted to die, James. I wanted the pain to end.
That's why I did it, honey. I just couldn't watch you suffer. No. That's not the whole truth. You also said that you didn't want to die. The truth is,
Just got a letter.
part of me hated you for taking away my life.
You killed me, and you're suffering for it. It's enough, James.
Mary?
James.
Man.
Now I understand the real reason I came to this town. I wonder, what was I afraid of? Without you, Mary, I've got nothing.
Drive responsibly, James.
Now we can be together.
In my restless dreams, I see that town. Silent Hill. You promised you'd take me there again someday, but you never did. Well, I'm alone there now, in our special place, waiting for you.
Man.
Waiting for you to come to see me.
We didn't hear this part.
But you never do.
Did we?
And so I wait, wrapped in my cocoon of pain and loneliness. I know I've done a terrible thing to you. Something you'll never forgive me for. I wish I could change that. But I can't. I feel so pathetic and ugly laying here, waiting for you. Every day I stare up at the cracks in the ceiling, and all I can think about is how unfair it all is. The doctor came today. He told me I could go home for a short stay. It's not that I'm getting better. It's just that this may be my last chance. I think you know what I mean. Even so, I'm glad to be coming home. I've missed you terribly. But I'm afraid, James. I'm afraid you don't really want me to come home. Whenever you come see me, I can tell how hard it is on you. I don't know if you hate me or pity me, or maybe I just disgust you. I'm sorry about that. When I first learned that I was going to die, I just didn't want to accept it. I was so angry all the time, and I struck out at everyone I loved most. Especially you, James. That's why I understand if you do hate me. But I want you to know this, James. I'll always love you. Even though our life together had to end like this, I still wouldn't trade it for the world. We had some wonderful years together. Well, this letter has gone on too long, so I'll say goodbye. I told the nurse to give this to you after I'm gone. That means that as you read this, I'm already dead. I can't tell you to remember me, but I can't bear for you to forget me. These last few years since I became ill, I am so sorry for what I did to you, did to us. You've given me so much, and I haven't been able to return a single thing. That's why I want you to live for yourself now. Do what's best for you, James. James, you made me happy.
It's a bombastic credit song after all that. Alright. This is almost definitely copyrighted, so we'll see whether or not I have to take it out. Man. What I think I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna take a minute to talk about what I got out of this. And what my interpretation of this shit is now. And then, inevitably, I'm gonna go talk with some fans of this game and look at some shit online to figure out what the fuck actually happened. And then I'm gonna come back and talk about that after I've been enlightened. But, man, so... I still don't really know what to believe. I guess... That's weird, the credits are clipping underneath his face. I guess what's going on... I guess we did, like, mercy kill her. Didn't want to see her suffer, and, like, it wasn't sheer altruism, though. We killed her because we were... Okay, there's James' story, and then there's the Silent Hill story going on. It's two separate stories happening at the same time. And James' story is that our wife was dying, presumably of cancer, and we couldn't bear to see her in pain and continue to be plagued by that, so we killed her. Smothered with a pillow. And I can't even figure out... I'm still going to maintain we never went to Silent Hill in our whole life. But then Silent Hill becomes a part of the story. I think having played this game, my interpretation of what the hell is going on in Silent Hill, and I've heard that there's a cult apparently, and like the cult of Silent Hill is like a big thing in 1 and 3 and every other game. But it looks like it's some kind of supernatural thing that targets people with guilty consciences and then reels them in to torment them. And, like... I mean, you can see this because there are 3 people who get reeled into Silent Hill, so to speak. There is James, the player character, Angela, and Eddie. And of those 3, Eddie seemed like he was the only guy who had, like, actual malice in his heart, I guess. Because, like, Eddie... It sounded like he just killed a dog, but it was a bunch of bottled up anger manifesting. And poor Angela had been abused, and it sounded like she killed her father. We put those puzzle pieces together with the knife that we found and the newspaper on the ground. But, I mean, the thing is, Angela and James progressively feel less and less like bad people and more like victims in and of themselves. So it's not like this is... It's more like Jigsaw, I guess, where these people, sure, maybe we have some flaws, but we don't fucking deserve to get emotionally tormented like this. So I'm not sure how it is that we were chosen and that, like, we got dunked on. Man, it's a sadder story than I was expecting to uncover. And, you know, speaking as having someone in my life who has cancer. But it's excellently done. I guess the twist that I was expecting was more of a twist of what's going on in Silent Hill and less of a twist of who we are and what we did. Silent 2 was originally developed by Konami Computer Entertainment Tokyo. Enhanced edition projected in development by Arrow. Andrew Big Man Japan. Okay, this is some kind of... yeah. So this is the mod, the enhanced edition. And these are all just the people who worked on it. Oh man. I'm gonna need some more time to let this sink in before I talk about like my favorite moments in this game. Wow. I'm trying to actually grip if we make it out of there alive. I mean, probably not, because he said something like, now we can be together. And Mary is dead, beyond a doubt. Like, I'm not 100% on how she died, but she's dead. Like, that's 100%, you know, that's the takeaway of the story. It's weird, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to say this, having completed the game or having known all about the game. But this, I don't fully understand what Silent Hill means, like, as a series. But this feels like it didn't need to be a Silent Hill game almost. It feels like it was a completely separate story that was adapted to take place in the Silent Hill universe. And that's not really like a harsh criticism. There's just like two separate stories happening. And they're both great, fine stories. But they don't seem like they fully intertwine too necessarily in too many places. I'm gonna keep running my mouth on this for another minute, because there's still just a lot of stuff I want to communicate. I don't get what the monsters are. Are they cult members? Or are they people that the cult tormented? Are they people who came before us to Silent Hill and were like just tortured into becoming these things? Like, maybe that's just what happens to you after you fuck around and find out in Silent Hill. Gamer Zealot, hey, look at that. Wait. Oh, you're fucking with me. Ending clear, 1 out of 4. There's multiple endings! Shit! I didn't know that multiple endings were a thing back then. And my rank is 6 stars. Is that good or bad? How many stars is that out of? I mean, I did it on hard. That's another thing. We did it hard, no spoilers, except for the safe thing. I'll leave that up to you guys to decide if that's a problem. There's a walking distance and a running distance. We had ending in water. I don't know what that means. Fuck, if there's other attainable endings to this game, I might have to go back and find them. It depends on how much of the game I'd have to replay. Defeated enemies by shooting is just 5. I'm assuming that means, like, put them down with gunshots. Most of them was just by cutting into them. And 96 saves. Yikes, that was a little too much on my part. If I play another one of these games in the future, I'm gonna take it on myself to save the game less. It's a little excessive. I'm gonna take some time to think about that, but I'm gonna come back having learned more about the game. So, up until this point, this has all been vanilla, but I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna look for interpretations in what this game means now. Actually, real quick, we're gonna do this before we do that. Movies. Oh shit, there's so many things here. So these are all cutscenes from the game, but most importantly, there's a trailer at the beginning. My buddy Zach, months ago, he tried to show me these trailers and then decided, actually, don't watch them. They're spoilers. Some of these are supposed to have like a real banger song in them.
James, honey, did something happen to you? After we got separated.
Oh, this would have been hella spoilers, yeah. How do you advertise the game with this?
Confusing me with someone else?
This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why.
This would be such fucking spoilers. Oh my god. Whoa. Those blood graphics are, they look a lot better, actually, on the old version.
You can't just kill someone because of the way they looked at you.
How could you advertise the game with this? No one would play this, and the people who do play it would have such a dampened experience. It's the last thing I want to say about this is my thoughts on Maria as a character. It feels like it's like the town made her just to torment us. Because, I mean, she existed to be the exact picture of Mary. But her personality was totally different. She was, like, all seductive and, like, constantly fucking with us. And I'm not sure if if it was, like, trying to convince us to stay, or why it had, like, that lull period where, like, Maria was a comfort, like, a friend to have around. Maybe just to make it worse when you rip your apart. Oh, I just realized these are SH3. This is, those are for the next game. So, yeah, I shouldn't watch those. If those trailers are anything like this trailer, then I should not watch them. Damn. All right, well, I'm going to call it there, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. Does new game always glow? Why does it glow? Oh, that's right, there's a sub-scenario. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to go into that. I'll be back, and we'll talk about what I learned. This conversation with me. Like,
yeah, if you want to.
All right,
I'm absolutely down.
Well, yeah, okay, so tell me about it. Like, you're saying that there are 4 endings, and none of them are canon.
Yeah,
And
and
the
there's
ending
two.
I get is that like I drive into the lake and I kill myself, and that's what
Yeah.
happens. It's in water ending,
Yes.
and
And okay, so the next other ending you can get in the game is the leave ending, where James leaves Silent Hill and decides to carry on his life. And the way you do that is you keep your health at green or a high level at whole times during the game. You don't examine or try to use Angela's knife at all. Um, as well as you don't read that note on the hospital on the roof that talks about the patients committing suicide. Um, it's
so
doesn't
through
really
exposure,
change anything. Yeah,
through exposure
you
to different shit,
basically,
I've got the suicide ending.
yeah, basically. And the only thing that changes in the ending is, at the end when Mary's letter doesn't change. Also, by the way, in these endings, it
Okay.
stays the same.
Okay.
In the background, that little slide it was showing with like it looked like we were underwater, kind of like deep
Yeah.
underwater.
Yeah.
In the leave ending, it shows that graveyard that was at the beginning of the game where James met Angela. You see James and Laura walking off together.
Hmm.
They leave the town together. Um, that's the only thing different. It's just James decides to live on and forgive himself, I guess, if you want to say. And I would consider that the best ending.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
And the thing is, though, is that he still killed her. For the same reason, right? Nothing changes besides
Nothing. Yeah.
just
The only
the
thing that
outcome.
changes you're seeing is what happens to James in the very end.
Yeah, James's fate. That's the only thing that changes. And
So
this one, sorry, go ahead.
is what these other two endings though? Like, is it just gets even
the
worse?
next one, yes, the next one, the Maria ending. So this one's gonna open up Maria a little bit. James meets up with Maria once he leaves over at where his car is at in the beginning of the game, and he tells her, I love you. I want you in my life. I don't need Mary anymore. You're what I want. You're what I need.
Oh.
And then it ends off with her coughing, and he says, "You better do something about that cough." And then it plays the letter.
He says that.
Yeah, he says, "You better do something about that cough."
That's bad. He falls for the trap. He falls for the trap that the town is just giving him the dead wife loop.
Also, another cool thing too, when you meet Maria on that final boss fight, the Maria boss fight, if it's Maria, you won't fight her. If you got the Maria ending, and
Really?
How you just straight up go to her and leave Silent Hill together. And the reason is because the Maria ending is the really tedious one to get. When you first meet her on the dock, you cannot run away from her. You have to stay next to her that whole time. And when she's in the hospital, you can't let her get hurt at all either. Also, when she gets to the hospital and she lays down, and she's like, I'm hungover, whatever she said, I can't remember.
Yeah.
If you continuously check back in on her, that helps get the ending as well. And if you try to go back into the room where she died in the cell. And that basically kind of says James wanted Maria. He liked Maria. So that can also open up the quick discussion of Maria real fast. You're right. Maria is a manifestation of Silent Hill.
Okay, so that I'm glad I got one thing.
Yes. So Maria is what James imagines Mary. He wants her to be like that. So the town created that manifestation as like, she's seductive, she dresses differently, she talks differently, she acts differently. This is what James wanted Mary to be, essentially.
The idealistic version.
Yes, exactly. Which helps me think that James is not a good guy, and I think he selfishly killed her. There's so much in this game that points to James. Well, he even says it at the end. He's like,
yeah,
it wasn't true. I hated you. You took away my life.
Well, I think that he can have like desires without being evil, because like that's just a fucking horrible situation for anyone to be in. And like I can understand like how you would be selfish in that, but it's oh man.
Yeah, but he expressed hatred towards her.
Yeah.
And this will kind of quickly I'll go in this in just a second after the endings, but that can be applied to the symbolism in the game. This game is littered with symbolism that you won't understand having it presented to you without having any context for the game story or anything of the sort. So at that feeling you had at like, I don't understand this, that's okay. I'll help you clear it up because it is so much symbolism in this. It's all metaphorical and symbolism. That's entirely what most of this game is. Kind of, it's a very, very abstract concept in the way that when you hear that, it's like, okay, that's a little scary. But I think the way that Team Silent did this is honestly really impressive for its time. Because if you look at other games now, they tried to copy this formula. Lots of games try to copy this formula.
Like the trying to be abstract.
And it's called Don't Pull a Silent Hill 2. Create your own unique ideas. And a lot of psychological horror games try to recreate that magic this game did, and it just doesn't work because once it's been done, you kind of can't repeat it. It tried to reach to that same like insane concepts and insane story writing that this game did for its time. But I'll finish the endings real quick. But fourth is the Rebirth ending. This one is tied into the only reference really to the cult besides you read in the jail cells. You see James rowing his boat, that little boat you get after the prison with Mary's body in the back. And he's basically saying, the gods haven't given up on me. And he swims over to a church on the lake where he's going to try to resurrect Mary, the cult. And the way you get that ending is after beating one of the 3 endings I mentioned. And you have to grab these random items scattered throughout the game. It's like a book, some weird like goblet, and then something else. And then I can't remember what you do after that. I think you just have to hold those items. And then he does that. And same thing, plays the letter at the end. Don't get anything after that. Just fades to black. So that's kind of an interesting ending. I think that's more. I think the Maria ending is truly the most evil ending in the game.
I would agree with that.
I think it's the most selfish ending, and he completely ignores what the town tried to tell him.
Is it a bad thing that the Rebirth ending would totally work on me? And like, if I had knew of my choices, I would go back and try to do that shit.
I mean, like,
I could totally see that.
Yeah, it's just an interesting idea. I see it as more of like a what if scenario.
Okay, so just like the suicide and leaving endings, those are very realist and like concrete endings to the game. I get those, but I could totally see the canon ending being Rebirth. You're right. At least like a start to another story.
One of the biggest criticisms this game got at the time when it came out is that people were like, "Where's the cult? Where is this shit?"
No, you don't get that from me. I'm just keep the cult the fuck out of here.
We just got done reading Crime and Punishment and watching Jacob's Ladder. We want to make that. Sorry, guys. And then it kind of became one of those things that like, oh no, it's good. Because after that, the series started, I wouldn't say crumbling. After 3 and 4, it did. 3 was a really good success. And you'll hear people say it's a better game than this one. And then 4 is, you'll hear mixed things. Don't listen to that. It's a fucking good game still.
From what I've heard about 4 really interests me.
It's an awesome game. Awesome. And it's a nice little final piece of Team Silent's effort into Silent Hill. But after that, dude, it goes to shit. They still keep the cult formula, but it is just weird. It's just not well written. They kind of try to do the same thing as Silent Hill 2. They try to put a big twist, and it's like, no, don't. I don't even think they're worth playing, dude. They're so bad. They're garbage games. But I will give you a little curveball here. There's 2 secret endings to the game as well.
Oh, okay. So there's 6 endings. Fuck you. Okay, what are they?
But they're joke endings.
Oh, okay.
The first one is the UFO ending, which is a staple to the Silent Hill series. The only way you can get this is by doing, I believe you have to like beat the game on hard in a certain amount of time or something like that. There's so many crazy requirements for the UFO to have it open to you. And then you find this little thing in the bathroom, like a little stone at the beginning of the game. You have to use it at 3 specific locations, and you'll see UFO saucers. And when
did I miss the stone?
No, you can only do it after you beat Water, Leave, Maria, and Rebirth, I believe, or something like that. and it's just a joke. It's a staple, and once you use it for the third time, and you see the third set of UFOs, they suck James up, and it looks like an old super 50s B movie sci-fi, all black and white, and it's got subtitles saying like, "Oh, we've got him" or whatever. And then when James gets there, he meets the Silent Hill 1 protagonist, and they say their iconic lines to each other, because you can get the same ending in Silent Hill 1, the UFO one.
What a fucking
the
shit
two-
post. That's great.
Yeah, and then the next one, I'm gonna show you the video for it because
Oh.
it is insanely interesting.
But it's a joke, right?
It is a joke ending, yes, but words can't describe the ending of this one. I would consider it the best ending in the entire game. And you will 1000% know why. Okay, let's see. Let me know when you can see it.
I'm full screening. Go for it.
Oh, no,
What the fuck?
I could probably find a better one, but the dog did it.
This is canon.
And then it just plays a fun barking song for the credits. No letter or anything.
How do you get this?
This one is like the hardest ending to get. You have to do some crazy. I know it's like beating the game on hard in less than like a few hours or something like that.
Okay, so I could.
And then you have to get, I think, like every other ending unlocked to get that one. And that's all the endings to the game.
Oh my
But
God.
obviously the most canon one. Right?
Yes, that's the true ending.
I love that Team Silent officially said, if you want to consider that one canon, why not? The dog did it. The dog did it.
Oh my God.
The dog has a name. I don't know what the name is. It's like a joke with Team Silent. You don't see it in any other games. It's just like I guess like a Team Silent mascot, I guess you can say. But yeah, I mean, so those are the endings to the game. I'm just gonna throw you some cool little details for the game that I feel like will hopefully.
Before you do, can I just say something really quick? I'm at the point I've beaten it now. You can tell me anything you want about Silent Hill 2, but just try your best to not spoil anything about the other games, I guess. Yeah.
About what? About the other ones?
Yeah, so like anything you want to say about SH2, go for it, because I'm ready to hear it, but I just don't want to have the other games hurt for me.
Yeah, we're not going to get into any of the other games in the series.
Cool.
This will only retain on Silent Hill 2, so I wrote a whole list of things it's just like little tiny sentences that just help a whole idea of the game.
All right,
make your perspective on it. So it's in order from the beginning to the end of the game, and it's not too long.
All right.
So there is a theory. I don't think it's true, but there's a theory that when James is looking in the mirror, if you brighten the image up, you can see him staring back, kind of like, "Are you ready for this?" Like I know what's about to go on, like what's about to happen. But it got debunked. So if you hear anything about that, it's not true.
Okay.
Just want to get that out of there first. But Mary's body is in the trunk the whole time in the game.
The trunk of the car?
Yeah, in the trunk. Yeah, in the trunk.
Wait, like if you use the game files to open the trunk, her body's in there.
Nope. I think it was confirmed in a tweet by one of the devs.
Wait. So you're saying that physically, like in the trunk of James' car is his wife's body?
Well, you don't see it, but it was
But like if you went to the game files, it's in there?
No.
Okay.
The devs just said,
just
by the way, our purpose, we just decided that her body was in there. And that makes a lot of sense because Mary was not killed 3 years ago. She was killed a couple days prior to the events of that game.
What?
She was killed a few days before, not 3 years.
Where is
Possibly
proof
even
of
the
this?
same day. Proof is that, one, the devs confirmed it in that tweet. And too, we can use some context clues, right? So we can have the whole I think the whole thing about James not remembering it is trauma blocking, because a lot of the game stems on trauma, right? We have Angela, right, who's quite literally has trauma. Eddie probably also had trauma. He ran away after committing an act, and a lot of traumatized people will do a lot of unsmart things.
Yeah, I get that.
But it doesn't explicitly say it. I think it's just really, really leaning close to that idea, and it makes a lot of sense, because where else would Mary's body be, right? It just suddenly appeared in Silent Hill.
Well, okay,
I mean,
okay.
we can get that from the in water ending. She's in the car with James. Now we can be together forever.
Okay, that does
Pulls her
make
out
sense.
for the rebirth. He pulls her out for the rebirth ending, rows her across the lake, the church. I guess maybe it's a little more alluded to that, but that makes sense to me. And the devs saying her body was in the car tells me there's no way James would leave a dead body in his car for 3 years. Someone would notice that, right? And by the time 3 years has passed, someone has to notice Mary's gone. What happened, James? You're her husband. He's going to be the first one they're going to look into, and they're probably more than likely going to find her body or find the connection that he killed her 3 years ago.
Okay, I don't want to. No, you have a list. You go down your list. My bad.
Okay.
That's very interesting, though.
No. I guess maybe that's not true. So maybe I think that's just a more heavily supported idea. An idea with like on the iceberg videos, like how's the health bar?
It'd be like,
I guess it's like almost full.
yeah.
I guess you could say. Okay. You start to notice James slowly forgets the importance of Mary when he's talking to Angela. That's I think he's trauma blocking it.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's something I definitely took note of, because I thought that was the town fucking with everyone's memories. Because, like, as soon as we get into the cemetery, I interpreted that as the fog having an effect. Because the dude seemed totally lucid for, like, the first minute of the game when you're in the parking lot. But it seemed to me that, like, as soon as he entered the fog, shit got weird in his head. And I noticed the same patterns in Angela and basically everyone, like Eddie especially too, where people start to talk and act foggy. So that's the one thing that I'm having trouble applauding this game on. Is, I mean, yes, it's part of it is that having an unreliable protagonist like that, there really is no way of having a canon ending. Now, I'm at the point where if the devs say, yeah, actually this is what happened, I'm just like, really though? I don't know. The game gave me trust issues, so it exceptionally exceeded in that field. But the problem is that it gave me so many trust issues that I don't even trust the developers.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. I think like what you said, the game's point to try to portray that in the game is done very well.
Right.
So I think that could also be seen as a positive of that too. Maybe the game's trying to make you this confused and puzzled, kind of like the characters are in this game. Nothing makes sense. I think it breaks a lot of the fourth wall, personally. But next one is, so we'll talk about the first enemies. This is where we're going to talk about symbolism in the game.
All right.
The lying figures, the weird brown things that spit vomit on you.
Yeah.
They represent Mary on her deathbed, and the noises that they make is supposed to resemble like agony, like just pain. And like the vomit represents like her being sick. And you can, I think, like you can look on Mary's face. She kind of has like a decay look on her.
Yeah, I saw that.
I can't. Yeah, and that just kind of tells her, oh yeah, she's sick, she's ill, and she's probably in a lot of pain and agony. She doesn't look good. That's kind of what the lying figures are. They resemble that. And like when James picks up the radio after meeting his first one, you can hear Mary say, "James, why did you kill me?" on it. It's dotted out in the subtitles. But if you go back there and you play that in your head, You won't unhear it ever again.
What the?
Because now when I hear it, I'm like, oh, it's so painfully obvious. She says it literally plain as day. James, why did you kill me? You will hear her say it perfectly clear. It's crazy. And and how I never picked up on that, and I'm pretty sure you didn't either.
No, I did not. I thought she was saying, James, where did you go, or something like that.
Yeah.
I saw the.
You will hear the kill me right at the end. James, why did you kill me? Really softly. It's so
Man.
creepy. It's so creepy. And the corpse that James picks the radio up from, every body that you see that's not an enemy is James.
Really?
It is James. Yeah, it's his model. And it's the town trying to taunt him.
I see that in my head now.
Got the same haircut, same hair color, same outfit. It's just all
Yeah,
bloodied and messed up to where you
green
can't
coat.
recognize him.
Wow.
It's crazy. And you pointed out also. I'm still going down by the list, by the way. I'm not squirreling, but you pointed out James's alcoholism. You pointed it out. I didn't know if you were ever going to notice it, but he's an alcoholic. Yes.
It took me. I didn't realize it until I was in the editing, because there was the bottle of liquor in Heaven's Night that I clicked through the title and I didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
And then in the edit, that was such a huge deal that he said, like, I drink all the time, actually. And it's like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. It was designed that way because you've gone so long in this game where if something kind of has like a statement where it's like, it's not that interesting, you're probably going to move away or click really fast. They kind of slid that in there, a little hidden detail.
That's suave. They did a good job with that.
I also forgot. Remember when you went back to Neely's bar and it said, if you want to see Mary, you should just die, James, or something like that?
Yeah.
That helps you get in water ending too.
Mm.
If you go and look at that message.
I see.
So the mannequins, they're just called the mannequins. They represent James's sexual frustration.
Can see that, definitely.
Because of the legs, right? And legs are they're more you can view them as more of a sexual thing, right? And they're so disfigured, it's just kind of confusing to look at, and you're frustrated.
And they walk with high heel noises.
Yeah, it kind of resembles the whole idea of that. Another interesting detail, when you go to grab the flashlight, you know how it's like on a mannequin with an outfit? That outfit is Mary's outfit.
Oh, really?
You won't know that because the only way you can notice that if you were to play it for the first time is if you look at the picture of Mary in your inventory and you were to be very observant. But it's just kind of a creepy way of setting up the atmosphere of the game, I guess. Kind of background hinting at what's going on. So we'll get into Pyramid Head now. So
okay.
Pyramid Head,
he appears in all the games, I'm guessing.
He appears in this game and Homecoming.
Really?
But let me elaborate on that real quick.
I thought this dude was like the mascot of the Silent Hill games. I thought he's in all of them.
No. So, okay, this is going to be a really cool conversation to have with somebody that doesn't know about this. So, okay, I'm going to give you some guesses real quick. What do you think Pyramid Head is in this series? I want to see what you think first.
Well, considering that there are multiple of him, I wanted to think towards the end that he was a cult thing. But when there was just one Pyramid Head, he's got to come from some kind of human origin because he has like human desires, I guess. And you see that in the fucked up cutscenes in the apartment where he's like throwing himself on the mannequins.
Right.
He definitely feels supernatural in some way. What you were just saying about James and the sexual frustration makes me think that he might be like a dark reflection of James. I don't know.
Boom, you got it.
So that's it. It's a
Pyramid
dark
Head
reflection.
is James. That is his manifestation of him.
But why the pyramid though? What's the symbolism in that?
It was so the creature designer of the game at the time, Masahiro Ito, he did a lot of cool artworks, and he just picked one of his ones. It had like a weird creature with a pyramid on its head for his design. It has no resemblance towards anything. It's just a unique design of him that makes him so stand out, or whatever that word is. Just
he stands out. He's unique.
He's extremely unique, right? And that's what made him
Yeah.
pretty much the icon of Silent Hill. When you think of Silent Hill, you think Pyramid Head. Well, he's also in the movie, the first movie,
And Dead by Daylight.
And Dead by Daylight, yes. Can't forget. I main him in Dead by Daylight. He's my most favorite killer. But Pyramid Head, it represents James's desire to also be punished for what he's done. You hear that at the end with that Pyramid Head, the final Pyramid Head fight, where you fight the two of them, where he's like, I was weak, I needed you, now I understand why, I can end this now. And basically, when the town thought James had really learned his lesson, and that lesson isn't, okay, you killed Mary. The lesson is actually, don't keep following this ideology of having a perfect Mary, because Maria's not real. Stop imagining her. She's not real. That's why they kept killing her over and over. They're like, reminder, she's dead.
I got it as soon as I laid eyes on her. They're like, you're not real. And then I was just like, So Pyramid Head is killing all these other monsters that are distracting James from the main idea. That's why you see Pyramid Head killing all those other creatures and shit. He's trying to keep James on track. And when you first see that scene with him in the not in the bathroom, the apartment, where he's like shoving the one mannequin down the disposal or whatever he's doing. Yeah.
You can actually watch him in that cutscene. He kind of stares at James, and I think it was a cut copy of another scene from a David Lynch movie that has very similar kind of storytelling.
You mentioned this Blue Velvet or something?
Yeah, and he's looking at James and he's like,
violent.
Yeah, he's looking at James and he's like, don't look at me like you didn't do this. I'm trying to remind you of what you've been doing, man. What you have done. Like, don't look at me all weird. So yeah, Pyramid Head, it's like, okay, if that's only native and like unique to James, where does he come from in the other games?
I'm guessing it was just a bad idea.
It was a cash grab.
Yeah.
Cash grab.
Pull out the mascot. So that's not important then.
Yeah, it's really sad because it ruined a lot of people's like image and portrayal of Pyramid Head.
I already consider everything past 4 to be not canon, having not even played it.
It's honestly fair. That's honestly fair, dude. I don't blame you at all, honestly. So he's it really makes zero sense why he's in the other game and in the movie. It really is just like, hey guys, remember that cool ass like monster we created? He's back. Oh wait, he's actually a physical manifestation of the desire to be punished for killing his wife? Okay. Well, I don't know how that makes sense, but it just does. It's just like, what? Doesn't make sense at all. Does not make sense. We'll talk about Eddie real fast too. I think we kind of talked about it that one time.
After I killed Eddie, you and I talked in a Discord call.
Yeah, it was like, Eddie's obviously an insecure person and
Still pissed I couldn't take his revolver. That made me angry.
That would be sick.
So did we actually kill him?
Yes, Eddie died.
By our hand?
Yes, we murdered Eddie. But the whole idea of Eddie is, I guess you could say Eddie's Silent Hill, is that he is a very heavily insecure person. He's built so much emotion and rage over being bullied and such that he's actually gone to the point of murdering people. And he's clearly done something bad, which we found out, which was shooting a dog and then shooting the dog's owner in the knee and running away to Silent Hill. Right. Because he did something pretty, messed up for doing, that's a pretty messed up thing to do. So the town's obviously like, we're going to throw a bunch of people at you that's going to ridicule you until you understand what you're doing. But
so what was going on in Eddie's version of the hell is that everywhere he went, he was just running into people who were making fun of him.
Exactly.
And we never saw that because we weren't Eddie.
because
Just
we
like
don't
how no
see
one
what
else would
Eddie
have
is
seen
seeing.
Maria.
We don't see what Eddie sees.
And no one else would have seen Maria then.
Nobody.
So, right. Okay, here's one. I'm gonna sequence break a little bit. Is Laura real or not?
Laura is 100% real.
What?
Laura is a real girl. When you said, I don't know if you caught the detail, but you were asking where or how she knows Mary.
Yeah.
They met at the hospital together. She was sick with something too, but she met Mary. So Mary did actually get sick, right? You do know that, right? But James
Yes,
killed her because he was pissed off with how her sickness dropped the relationship, made James only focus on, how when somebody gets ill,
Mary was writing a bunch of deathbed letters to people, and she wrote one to Laura, just like how she wrote one to us.
Exactly. So that letter was real. And you know how it said happy birthday, and then James says, Laura, how old are you? And she's like, I turned 8 last week or something, she said.
Okay, that is the nail in the coffin that would make me think James did just kill.
Yes. So
Mary.
I was getting to that, but I kind of forgot while I was talking.
I mean, I wasn't very convinced before. That probably does it for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and she's like, I turned 8 like a month ago or a week ago or something like that. I can't remember what she said.
Yeah.
So, and we'll talk another thing with Laura. Her Silent Hill is interesting. When James,
I don't think she has a Silent Hill. She
doesn't
have. Yeah, because
exactly.
she's done nothing wrong.
Exactly. So when James goes
Silent Hill does punish people who are. It's like Jigsaw, but a whole town.
Yeah, pretty much. When James goes up to her while she's sitting on the wall, James is like, "What's a little girl like you doing around here?" Right? He's like all confused.
Yeah, she's just dicking around.
She's just like, "What do you mean by that? Huh?" She's like,
"What do you mean by it?"
Yeah. She's like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about." And then the next time you meet her, he's like, I don't know how you haven't got a scratch on you. And I think she says something like, why would I? She doesn't see a monster. She doesn't see anything there.
Oh, man.
Everything is empty for her. There's no monsters. There's no weird mind bending. She doesn't go to the other world / alternate, whatever term you prefer.
Yeah.
It's
she's playing on easy mode, basically.
She really is. Yeah, exactly.
This isn't like story related, but I'm curious, what are the biggest differences between hard mode and like easy mode?
It's the health, your health and enemy's health.
That's it. It's just more health and less health.
Yeah, or combat wise, right? And obviously, riddle difficulty is the puzzles.
Yeah, I wonder what the easy riddles look like now.
They're so much easier.
All the games
I'll tell
have
you
like
that.
riddle difficulty and
except I think only 2 and 3 actually.
Oh, really?
I believe 2 and 3 are the only games that have that. Maybe 4? I can't remember.
That's cool.
1 doesn't for sure. 1 doesn't. I know 2 was the beginning for the riddle difficulty.
What's next on your list?
Okay, next on my list. We already talked about Angela's knife, right?
Yeah.
Laura didn't see monsters. We saw that. We already talked about Maria wanting to be what James wanted. Okay, the bubblehead nurses. This is another symbolism.
Bobblehead nurses?
Yeah, the nurses in the hospital.
Oh man,
another iconic monster.
I'm stupid. I never made the connection that James would have probably been visiting a hospital all the time while his wife was dying of a disease.
Yep.
Fuck, I wish I put that together. I probably would have picked up on so many things you're about to tell me.
Also represent his sexual frustrations because of how skimpier. Like they kind of look like skimpy nurses.
You fucking Nurse Joy from Pokemon.
Yeah. So and there's that, that stereotypical fantasy of a nurse, right? And how they're dressed
Nurse
like
Joy
that.
from Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. There's that. So we'll talk. And the first time you ever see the alternate reality of Silent Hill is in the hospital. Not that game, by the way, but the hospital.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Like that was the first time that the save file ever read alternate.
So this is where I could get spoilery, but I'm not going to, obviously. But you can obviously tell that there's multiple alternate realities of Silent.
Yeah.
So I won't give a number of how many, just because there is actual multiple, but this game tackles the alternate reality differently than the other ones. This one's very much on your trauma, your inner dark secrets. That's what this game does, or at least this version of Silent Hill's town. It specifically targets the people in the town and generates a whole reality based on them when they're in the alternate reality. So like, you know how with Angela, she saw the fire and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh, you're seeing this too?" It's always like this for
Yeah,
me.
so I wanted to bring that up. I was saying, like, has she been seeing fire everywhere the whole time?
Yeah, and I think that fire like resembles like pain, fear, and all sorts of emotions from trauma, you know?
Yeah.
It's hell. Life is hell for her.
It's her personal hell.
It's literal hell for what she's gone through. It's always like that. So yeah, another cool detail in the hospital, you can see Maria tempting James. She's trying to invite him in the bed.
Yeah.
Another hint leading to the whole sexual frustration.
Well, I actually got the opposite impression from that. James she was offering it, and she was just like, "You need rest." Step back."
Yeah.
Like that's the thing is that I mean, I guess the fact that it's there is proof that James has the frustration because Maria exists to be his personal tormentor.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. It very much alludes more to that. Another cool detail about the hospital, you pointed out the 3J names. They're the original plot of the game. Yeah, you remember it was like Joseph, James, another one. Yeah. There's like saying let these patients out. You know, they're violent and whatever. Only let them out when they're doing good. You remember reading that?
I do remember it because I've made a stupid joke about it. Keep going.
You pointed out the original plot of the game with that. The original plot of the game was for him to be a psychotic person that has a different name entirely, and that was going to be one of the names.
He was going to be one of the J's, and he was just going to be in an asylum the whole time.
Yes, I believe something of the sort like that. But they left that in. But it's also left there to show James's violence side as well, you know? He's also a violent person. We already talked about Pyramid Head killing Maria as a reminder. We just went over Pyramid Head being in the other series.
All right, we're a little bit past this now, and I have to ask.
Yeah.
The butterfly tattoo.
Yes, cool.
And the butterfly room. What's
the
connection there?
So butterflies are a symbol. I don't know where this comes from, but I just know they're a symbol of life and the cycle of life and death, from a moth to a butterfly.
Yeah, the metamorphosis, the cocoon, and all that.
Yeah. Those weren't bats attacking you in the Maria boss fight. Those were moths.
Oh, I can see that now in my head.
Yeah, it sounds like bats, but it's moths.
Yeah.
But it's a really cool detail that they did, because Mary and Maria have the life cycle, life and death, right?
Right.
It's kind of expressing that in the entire game, showing like the whole process of their relationship up until her death, and kind of, you know, bringing her back to life, killing her again, bringing her back to life, killing her. And you also pointed out, while we're here, her being in that weird box thing. And you pointed out Pyramid Head's victims being like that, who is also a victim of Pyramid Head / James, Mary. So there's that. That's just the detail to show like she's a victim of Pyramid Head. And we know Pyramid Head is James. So we already, this is like the most explicitly told detail in the game, is that Angela was sexually abused by her dad.
Yeah.
When I told you that, I kind of slipped up and I kind of tried to back away from it. It was all there. I felt so dumb. I was like,
what?
Fuck, I just get when we first brought that up with the knife thing.
Well, I mean, when you go back on it, that is something that really was like,
it was explicitly told there for sure.
Yes, that was probably the most heavy-handed, like, storytelling for like the subtext of the game, and even so, I was too thick to figure it out. And I'm kind of glad you still told me about it, because I didn't make the connection, and I wouldn't have on my own, and I don't think I missed out on anything, any reveal.
Right.
It's not like knowing that then impacted the end of the game for me.
Right.
In fact, it does just raise one more question, which is why are we encountering Angela's Silent Hill monster in the hotel?
That is also very interesting because I don't know actually. That's
That
where
kind of
that's
felt
where
like
it
they were
kind of
just
breaks the
reusing
rules
assets.
of the game.
Yeah.
It's like we're seeing Angela's hell twice. We've seen her hell twice.
3 times, really.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I don't know
I don't
because
get why we had
they
that
don't.
crossover.
As far as I know, I've never understood that because I've always asked that question for myself too. You know, because we don't see Eddie's Silent Hill. Obviously,
Yeah.
Laura doesn't have one. We only see James's really in detail and a little bit of Angela's. But why are we only seeing a little bit of hers? Why are we even seeing it at all? You know, it's interesting, and I wonder if it's to help structurize her story to kind of show how fucking awful it is to go through that, and like how extreme it is. Because those few scenes we see her, you know, after the apartments, she's not doing good. You know, she's getting
No.
attacked by Abstract Daddy. She's walking up stairs full of
Ooh, a
fire. You know,
lollipop.
it's not looking good for Angela. And you know, it's I don't know why we're seeing that. I really don't. But it's I think it's just to help really picture that whole idea for her. And I think that's why a lot of people say she's like one of the best characters in the game, if not the best.
I could definitely agree that I think Angela was maybe not the best written, but one of the most compelling characters. You really feel bad for her.
Yeah, you really feel for her. You really understand her pain really well. I think they did a good job with making you be well to understand it. And that's where the remake... I'm going to show you 2 trailers after this, too, if that's cool, because we're about to wrap this conversation up.
All right.
But that's why I'm scared, the people that are remaking the game, to handle that, is because they tried to do a game like this that handled something similar, and it did not end very well. Wasn't really... It was a little...
You think they're going to censor?
No, I think they're just not going to handle the matter very well because it was very much a statutory rape apologist. Or I don't know if it was statutory rape apologist, but very like rape apology almost. Like he felt bad for the person who committed the acts. And that's why I'm like, are you guys really the ones that should be handling this?
Yeah, I can see how that would immediately disqualify you from making a Silent Hill 2 remake.
Exactly. It's like, yikes, man. Yikes. We haven't seen anything, but we'll see. The hotel was burned, by the way. That hotel was burned the whole time in the game.
So at the end, I was standing in like the charred ruins.
Yeah. And in the prison, you can see a painting of the hotel on fire. It's the exact same drawing of the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And
I remember that, and I just erased it from my goldfish memory as soon as I saw it.
It's all good. You don't really get much from it looking at it. It's like, okay, cool. It's a picture of a burning building. And then the last one we already went over, which is Abstract Daddy's design. We went over this a little bit ago. Just talking about it.
That's freaky. I showed that to all my friends, and they just looked at me like, "What the fuck are you showing me?"
Yeah, it's gnarly, but there's so much more. But you could probably watch videos on it that explore the game more.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna get more Silent Hill shit recommended in my feed. It's just gonna spoil more stuff.
Yeah.
Couple questions, because I'm still just hung up on monster design.
Yeah.
What are the little gate climby dudes who like hang around under the gates and clomber around?
I can't remember their name. But they come back in 3. They have no resemblance as far as I know. Okay. I've heard of like another agonizing resemblance, but I don't really believe it. I don't really see it as that. I see it as more of just like we're getting more traditional Silent Hill creature now.
Okay.
It reminds me of something from 1 and 3. And I believe it's in 3. I can't remember. But yeah. Final thoughts on the game?
Man, I I'm really bad at giving final thoughts right after completing it.
I guess that's
because
true.
Because I'm gonna be totally honest. Right now, it's that like slightly underwhelmed. Because here's the thing. This is my first thing ever in Silent Hill, and I knew that this game was gonna have a crazy, crazy twist, and I was expecting that twist the whole time to be about the Silent Hill story, like what Silent Hill is, and instead it ended up being about James' story and who James is, and so it wasn't what I was expecting, and I'm still just letting it sink in. So
That's
like
fair.
I was really, I think the twist I wanted, or like the explanations I wanted, are gonna come from the other games. So I feel a little disappointed that I didn't get like the clarity that I was begging for on like what the fuck is going on the whole time. But on a personal level of like knowing who James is as a character, I'm very satisfied with that. It's terribly sad, but I'm really impressed with how well they wrote it and hid it in plain sight. I think I could probably critique that it is a little bit easy to write a psychological horror story when you put such unreliability in the protagonist, because I mean that's the whole thing, is it comes down to how much of what I saw can I actually still trust.
Right.
And I just having this conversation now is elucidating that there are a lot of things I feel I can trust, like that James probably did kill Mary much more recently than 3 years because of the letter written to Laura where she said, I just turned 8 like a week ago.
Right. Yeah. No, it's
Minimum 9 out of 10 though. Just on what I think of this game, this was
that's a good score.
well, I mean, yeah, it's a fucking incredible game, and that score could go up, the score could go down in time. I think of it less as a horror game,
Yeah.
and more of like I mean, I don't know the word, just sad story, psychological thriller game. But it also did have like a lot of horror elements.
Yeah,
Actually,
you got spooked quite a bit.
I did, yeah. It had plenty of jump scares and like good
Don't
ways
let
of
this
just building
game's
suspense.
True horror like be swept. I think a lot of the really good ways that this game is so unique is how well the horror elements are for a psychological genre. I feel like a lot of psychological horror kind of has the same formula, not as in like the story, but it's kind of predictable in a lot of sense for its horror elements.
Yes, it's always just comes back to it's mental illness is the psychological horror. I feel it's so played out, but
yeah,
this game did not do that. This game,
and even for its time, it's like, wow, nothing really like this has really ever been done.
I wish I just had like more intelligent things to say about it right now, but I really do just need a lot of time to think about it.
No, that's fair. I just, excitement.
I think what I can say about the twist that I really appreciate is that I was terrified that this game was gonna have the twist of like you're actually a mental patient the whole time in the hospital, because that's so played out. But I was thinking, what if this was the first game to do that trope and it became a trope after that? But no, it's
a different trope that this game created that so many games tried to create.
Well, I don't even know what that trope is, but I guess I don't know what other games use the trope, but it worked really well. That it wasn't that you were like going crazy or something; it's that something was causing you to deteriorate.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I think it's time that I finally put a cap on this series. I've just been editing this video for well over a week now, giving myself time to think about my final thoughts on the game, and I gotta say, with every passing day of speculation, my 9 out of 10 has only moved closer to a 10 out of 10. Silent Hill 2 was a truly special experience, and as a creator or storyteller to some degree, I can totally see how so many other creators have just gotten stuck in the paralysis of pulling a Silent Hill 2, as Zach said. This is definitely a story that's going to stand out for decades to come, and I don't think it's going to be dethroned anytime soon. I still do have a lot of interest in playing the other Silent Hill games. It really, I cut out the Zach interview, I guess we could call it, because all he did after that point was just show me trailers of the Silent Hill 2 remake, which looks cool graphically, but I have doubts about the content. And then he showed me the trailer for Silent Hill 4, which he thinks would be the game I'd like to play next. I'm not going to risk invoking the wrath of YouTube copyright strikes. I'll leave the trailers out of this when I can. But yes, on Silent Hill 2, I was just kind of being shell-shocked having just played the game, because I don't know if you could tell, I get real quiet in the video. after the grand reveal comes, and I'm out like even denying the twist because it hit me so hard that I was like, no, say it ain't so. I really really felt this game. I totally attribute most of my connection to it to having the privilege to make this series in the first place. I've always enjoyed making blind playthroughs of games, especially critically acclaimed games with great stories, because having to meditate on them and edit the footage and go back through it really, really just helps me appreciate the experience all the more. So this was the ultimate game for me to do that for. I had a great time with this playthrough. Oh man. Yeah, I absolutely love the story. I think that it is a perfect in plain sight twist what they did, and I think it's very difficult to get an in plain sight twist done these days, because not to like be a piece of shit, but a lot of twists do not slip past me anymore. I feel like that a twist has to be overly convoluted and unenjoyable for me to not pick up on it. But no, this was perfect. This was genius storytelling. And maybe it's a little more obvious if you've seen the source material, like Jacob's Ladder and Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment, which I'm told this story took a lot of inspiration from. But wow, I watching the video, it's painfully obvious how many clues I stumbled across, how many times I predicted things without realizing it, and then just immediately dropped the thread. This was a really really awesome playthrough, and I'm not gonna forget about it anytime soon. The Silent Hill 2 story, I will maintain, is hardly a story about Silent Hill and more about like the tragedy of James and Mary Sunderland. This was a crazy game that I would recommend to virtually anyone with a love of the horror genre, and I would give it a benefit of a doubt, call it a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. So, with that, I think that I will leave it up to you guys. This sub-scenario, Born from a Wish, I don't really know what to make of that. If I'll just let you guys decide in the comments, is that worth playing for a bonus episode or something of the sort? I am not against playing more Silent Hill on this channel in the future. I'll keep it blind. I'm not going to go spoiling things for myself. And I figure I should throw it out there because a lot of people mentioned it, this being my first foray into the survival horror games. I would also not be opposed to playing Resident Evil 2, because a lot of people have said that Resident Evil is comparable, just as good, sometimes even better than the Silent Hill games. Although I'm told that it has a lot more horror action vibes instead of psychological horror. But anyways, I figure that's about as good as way to close out this. Once again, it's real special to me to be able to make blind playthroughs on this channel, since most of what I specialize in is games I've already played to death. And while I enjoy making those videos, reviews, and just fun speculation on them and all that, it really is a treat to do something unique, something new. And I certainly love playing a game like this that I'm not likely to ever forget. So otherwise, thanks so much for tagging along, everybody. I'm Jamie, and don't forget to vote for Holt.